This one. Hey guys, how we doing? Free to play challenge episode 3, I think now. We are joined by some of the team captains, and I guess we're going to talk about month 1, and we're also going to talk about some new juicy challenges that we're going to throw in for month 2. So we've got a few of the captains here. Let's just go around the room. I guess Cold Brew, kick us off. How's things, man? How's your free to play life?
Well, I've reached a point where the grind is so much that I've been contemplating things like, oh my, I've been spending more time on the free to play than my main account. I've just completely left the City of Citranos behind this month, and I just didn't complete it. Unfortunately, but yeah, I've now have to grind live arena, classic arena, tag arena. On the free to play is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
How about you, Odd One? I know it's taken its toll on you. You literally lost your voice.
Yeah, I grinded so much I actually lost my voice.
Yeah.
No, it's like just had a flu actually. Turned out it was a flu and basically lost my voice for the last 2 weeks. But I guess on the flip side, it gave me time to just focus and grind since I couldn't record videos. Like, yeah, the grind's going. I'm doing good. Just keep doing the daily stuff, trying to progress as much as I can as usual.
Yeah, nice. And then Scratch in the house. How you doing, man?
Yeah, doing pretty good, thank you. And free to play is going good. I'm not pushing it as hard as most of the people probably, but just taking a chill one with it, you know. And yeah, so far so good. Progressing.
This was like one of your first free to play experiences, wasn't it? In terms of like
I've done it with Ninja. So I've done it with Ninja for like 3 months as well. But a lot of the things changed since, and I gotta be honest. Since then, I kind of like paid a bit of more attention to the QOL things, to other games as well, and it definitely felt pretty different this time around. You know, like a lot of things that need to improve as QOL in a raid for the moment.
Yeah, for sure. And then YST in the house. How's things, buddy? Have you set yourself any crazy challenges with other captains this time around?
Oh, no, I've been a good boy this time.
Smart.
Free to play has been going good. I guess like the first week was like full on grind. Like even to this day, right? I feel like it's just messed up my sleeping pattern because do you know what? At midnight you get that. Obviously, you got like a big bunch of energy, right?
All the refresh, man.
Sometimes you just get like 500. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, you gotta be kidding me! Like, now
you didn't mean to pick it up, right? You're like that. Yeah. Oh no!
I was like, you go, yeah. So what happens is, it's like I'm there, like, okay, it's 12 o'clock. Let me put on campaign battles, right? And then I remembered I've got freaking miscreated monster as my campaign farmer, so it's gonna take me like an hour to farm this campaign runs. So yeah, man, it's been going good though. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, well, I've been grinding it similar to you there. Like 12 o'clock comes in, I'm checking out, what's the new faction wars, seeing if I can get some keys away. I'm like grinding out a little bit of tag team arena, so I don't have to do it all through the day. I have been on it a lot. I will say, like, for me, this is the worst thing though. Normal arena. Like, how can you possibly progress in normal arena if you do not play the game actually all day, every single day? It's impossible. It's actually impossible to do.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've come to a point where even sometimes I'm considering, do I just gem the heck out of a farm to get to gold 5? And then you just sit there, you know what I mean, and just hold the position, because right now I've been stuck in gold 1 for nearly a month because of Sun Wukong and Ultimate Death Knight. Just can't kill him.
Yeah. And you're assessing like, 4v1, I should be able to kill this guy, but I probably won't. So yeah, man, it's awful, honestly. I was in gold 3 at one point and a decent way up, and then a weekend happened where I just couldn't play as much, and before I knew it, I was actually right at the back at the start of gold 1 after reset, and I'm just like, what's happened? I'm back in gold 1, like I'm starting again. It's brutal stuff. Well, I guess for this stream, so a couple of things we want to go through. Let's talk through the leaderboards right now. So hopefully Deadwood should be joining us, but I'm not sure if he can or not. Drock is going to join us a bit later once he's finished with work. MTG Jedi can't join us. So we've got most of us here, but it'd be good to kind of get your gauge on month 1 or 4 weeks in, I guess. But it'd also be good to get a feel for, what's been the some of your challenges or or why are some people in your team doing so well, that type of stuff. And then we'll get on to what we're going to do for month 2, which will just kind of like mix it up a bit in terms of some challenges for individuals in your team. I guess as well, I just want to call out, because it's impressive, honestly. If we look at the community and we look at some of the community players, I know Odd One, you're probably in the mix of some of these a lot as well, because I know you are absolutely killing it. But there's a few kind of call outs. Panda is just like rocking through a ton of this stuff, like leading the way. JS Foot I see a lot as well. Draven I see a lot. There's just a few in the group which Mouse are just doing like insane stuff, honestly. I don't know if you guys have been like keeping an eye on this, but we've got, I hadn't seen this actually. We've got someone who's completed Doom Tower already.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
That's
Wow.
pretty mad.
It's not even a month, right?
Yeah,
29
it's
days?
not even a full month. Yeah. Someone
Yeah.
has beaten normal Doom Tower. Brackus 32. I don't know if he's in stream or not. And we've got JS Foot's one of the ones I just called out, who's basically one stage behind, and then a few others kind of up there. But how insane is that? Like,
Crazy.
it's pretty nuts. I don't know if anyone's like punched on.
It's not easy at all. Doom Tower. It's
No.
Yeah.
Even the first few waves are hard, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it's
I'm
not,
hard
it's not
stuck
even
on
the
90.
easy rotation. It's a more
Yeah.
difficult rotation right now.
Yeah,
The Frostbiter is easier, the easiest, I think.
yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, and Brackus up there, actually 215 stars on Nightmare Campaign. We got Draven is hitting Nightmare Plan Boss, but basically 2 key in it.
Wow.
It's crazy
Wow.
stuff.
Insane.
It's actually
What kind of
insane.
team is he
Yeah.
running?
So he's got here Deacon,
Wow,
Frozen
fancy.
Banshee, Juliana, Rector Draff, and Blademaster. Raphalos.
Not even a Geomancer. To be
Nice.
honest. That's
It's
actually
not
pretty
even a
good, man.
crazy team, honestly. Like, it's
No,
not
not at
that
all, no.
crazy.
I mean, when it comes to usually to Nightmare, at least, if you have a full team of War Masters, you can basically like 2-3 key it. If everybody has War Master with a little bit of like attack penalty, you can do it. I'm quite sure he has everybody mastered in there.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
anyone's
probably.
got Deadwood's in the stream. Deadwood, come and join us in the Discord, the creator chat thing in my Discord, if you're around, if you've got time. But yeah, anyway, this is pretty nuts. So, I mean, hats off really to some of these guys. They're absolutely killing it on a load of this content. But let's get back to the kind of creator leaderboards and see who's kind of nailed it here. So this is now looking at just the people in the creator group. And I mean, again, there's some pretty phenomenal results. There's already a bunch of us that have got 5-6 stars, less than, just basically 4 weeks in. And I would say, like, I've farmed campaign so much of this 4 weeks. Odd One, you're up there as well. Are you closing in on number 6, Odd One?
Not really, because it wasn't part of like what I was trying to actually do.
Sure.
I'm just following the progress missions. Like, that's my goal right now. Following the progress missions, trying to get myself to Arbiter, and
Yeah.
whatever it gives me to do. If it gives me to make another 6-star, I'm gonna do that. But I'm quite sure I'm gonna get there over this fusion, because we have champion training now, Heroes Path next week, so there's gonna be a bit of champion training happening.
Yeah, nice. And I see you in Gold 5 here. So's Mullet Reaver from my team, actually. Talk us through that, buddy. How the hell's that happened?
24/7 refresh every 15 minutes. Farm one-man defenses. Get there, you're safe. That's the answer. That's how you get to Gold 5. Otherwise, impossible.
Have you burnt gems, though, to get there or no?
No. Just like I said,
Crazy,
for the
man.
last 2 weeks, I could barely speak. I couldn't record, so I was just refreshing. Just kept doing it, really advancing.
You had an alarm every 15 minutes, huh?
Yeah, not really, but it's like, like that's the the great thing about SCCs usually having 2 monitors. You can always keep an eye, like, on the side for like
Blue
is
stacks
there
open.
Yeah, no, what blue stacks are you free to play? We have RSL helper, 2 instances always there. I mean, it's
I
down
did
now,
think
but-
I did think I was going to be the first one to get there when I was in Gold 3, and I was absolutely like going for it, doing exactly what you've done. But then man, 1 day off, literally 1 day off. Monday resets comes, and I'm like, I'm back in gold 1. It's like, oh man.
I think it also depends on your defense a little bit, because if you have like something that is semi speed tuned at least, and it doesn't look like an easy team for people to attack, then you can maybe hold through the night.
Maybe. I mean, I just maybe that's it. Oh, Deadwood's joined us. Deadwood, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Deadwood.
Welcome. How are you finding free to play life?
Oh, I enjoy it quite a bit. It's challenging, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I hate this fusion. I'm really upset about that.
I thought you would be done by now with Clan Boss, with that pool.
Dude, it's no. No.
Why you pull man-eater? Right?
Yeah, pull man-eater. Yeah, you need more than just a man-eater. A lot of people get this confused. It's not just a man-eater that does the job.
Get that brain going. Build
man. I'm not even seeing you in the top 10 here, buddy. You're not man-eater, not even in the top 10. Come on.
No,
what's going on?
Still I'm still on hard. I tried doing brutal key yesterday. I did like 5 million damage. I'm a ways away. This is gonna be a tough road for Clan Boss. Once I get there, though, you're all dead. But I have to get there.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's just look at the leaderboards quickly, and then we'll get into some of the challenge stuff that we're planning. So as of right now, month 1 is done. As of 45 minutes ago, month 1 points are like locked in. So, as it stands, it's really close. Look, there's like 30 points in it between my team and Scratch's team. We've then got MTG Jedi's team 3rd place, Cold Brew coming in 4th, Odd One 5th, Drock 6th, YST and Deadwood. Still battling it out between yourselves, I see, but battling it out for last this time. What the hell's going on, guys?
We're just making sure nobody gets left behind. That's like we're sweeping up the rear. Just making sure everybody's still on the track here.
I was just making sure you got 6 in there. You do. What's
nice.
But
look, everybody's
there's some big pointers in there, though. Some big hitters in there.
Yeah. People are doing okay. People are doing all right.
YST actually knocking up some points.
Yeah.
God damn.
Did we lose Team Fateless? I just noticed. Did we lose?
Yeah. Fateless were a casualty along the way.
Okay.
They said they're too busy building a game. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm still doing it. I'm still there. But anyway, yeah, all excuses. Cold Brew leading the way on his team. Gramps from Fateless actually joined in here because they were a man short in Jedi's. Where's Scratch?
I think my team's a man short. I don't know if you haven't checked that part. I think that's
but you've got 6 on there. But fairly low points from JR Star and Yang.
Are you sure?
The 6 there.
Like we're missing somebody, but that's me. Sorry.
Maybe we need a 7th in there. Huh?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Do we have replacements like in football, substitutions? Can we?
I keep telling everybody, there's a rush in the beginning, but after a while it starts to slow down. And every space kind of gets about even. So I'm not concerned. Our team is just taking the turtle approach to it. You hares, we'll beat you in the end. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, have you? So bearing in mind we've got challenges literally coming in from this week. Have you guys been having a bit of a chat with the team around who's ready? Because we can see we've got some early front runners. Like in my team, Mullet Reaver is absolutely killing it. Like he's just, and honestly, I feel like he's got a bit like Odd One last year. I feel like if he calls out a champion that he wants, that's what he's going to get, the next shard. He never gets legendaries. It's like, yeah, I just kind of want a Cold Heart. Cold Heart is coming. I'll just grab myself a Geo. I get myself a Deacon. Like, his team is absolutely stacked. But he's doing great stuff with it as well, It's
the stress is there though, because if you pull good stuff and then you cannot pull it off, then I mean you're kind of feeling bad. But he's absolutely on point. He's pushing gold 5. He's doing Nightmare now. He's on
it. He is on it. And the thing is, so for us, he's literally. I was talking to the team earlier. I was like, who wants to do what in these challenges? And he's like, put me anywhere. He doesn't care. He's so strong. He's like, I will fill the gap. Yeah, so there's a few of us who it's like, well, I haven't really got a clan boss team, and I haven't really got this, but Mallet's just like, whatever. I can literally beat anyone at anything in this game right now.
Oh
boy.
Okay.
So
oh boy, somebody's feeling.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I guess let's go into the challenges quickly. So, what we're looking to do here over this month, just to spice it back up again, is to have a weekly challenge for one member of our team. And so for the next 5 weeks, basically, everyone in our team is going to be given one challenge. And it'll be Dragon, Spider, Fire Knight, Ice Golem, and then 2 people pushed into Clan Boss. And you can't use the... see Mullet Reaver there saying, not my exact words. Pretty much, dude. No. But...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you can't put the same person in twice. That's the rule here until we get to like week 10 when we start to go in with double stuff. But for the first weeks, basically you need to nominate one of your team to come in and do this content, and you will earn extra points. So whoever comes first out of the created teams will get an extra 250 points for their team, second 200, third 150. So it's just a way to start to close the gap and kind of like target someone within the team to start to push a particular bit of content. And this is quite tricky. If you're actually going for something like a fusion, this is a real spanner in the works. It's like, I don't want to be spending energy outside of where the fusion stuff is. So it's an extra layer, right? Because you can't just go on a test server like we do on the Deadwood challenges and practice a ton. It's literally, you've still got to play within the confines of the game. So firstly, like, how you feeling about this? You guys.
I misunderstood it. I thought like we can have somebody do the clan boss as well. Like, for example, let's say I do Spider, I can do clan boss as well. Somebody else does. One does Hydra, one does something else. Because it's like 8.
Well,
So
Hydra is an additional. So the first 6, we've got 6 in our team. We spread between the team. And then when we get to week 10, 2 people then step up for Hydra as well.
Okay, so
as like an
that
additional.
means, like, I have to rework everything then, like everything that was
I mean,
planned.
you've got 3 minutes, dude, to nominate that. But yeah, I mean, have you guys got people in mind already? Have you been kind of chatting it through and you're thinking, yeah, look, we've got someone definite who we just think is going to step up and nail Dragon?
I think, like, even speaking for my team, like, I did post it in the chat, and I was like, what do you guys want to do? Let me just check what it is.
Yeah, I'll have to check with the team because I have no idea what people feel more confident in.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine with everything on my account, but
so the way we're going to need to do this, so at the start of each week, we basically nominate the next person for the next event. But obviously, if someone's so from tomorrow, one of your teams are going to have to be specializing in Dragon, okay? And that's going to be this week's kind of challenge. And so we need to know within our kind of like group chat who's doing Dragon by tomorrow. And then this time next week, we're going to need to know the name for Spider, etc. So people can still kind of like develop teams and develop stuff on their accounts, and then you make choices a bit later down the line. But it does get harder as obviously there's less things up for grabs.
I definitely misunderstood everything here because, like, I kind of prepared, like, okay, I know everybody who's gonna do every single one of these. We already planned that. We were like, okay, we're going in. We don't know what they're gonna pull, but I was like, okay, let's plan. Let's say. I thought we were gonna have to say tonight, like, everybody, okay, this person does Spider, this one Fire Knight, and so on.
Well, if you think that's more fun, we could do it that way. If we just want to like throw it out there,
but
this is locked in. We can do it. I don't mind.
No,
that would be fun, but I don't know. It's gonna be weird because it's obviously so many more weeks.
It's so hard because our accounts are so young, and every like I'm like I go, oh, my clan boss team will be good in a month, but like I have no idea. Like I still have to pull the right champions to make that happen. I mean, unless you're Mullet Reaver and have your 5 6-stars already, right? Everybody else is like, well, I think I'll have a good Spider team because I have Mordecai on my squad, but I don't really know because right now I have 3 6-star champions, and who knows what's going to happen in the next
Yeah.
two
Are you guys kind of shard holding in trying to do something with this fusion? Are you kind of in a similar boat to me, or?
No, I'm not.
until I saw the schedule, I was.
No chance. There's no
I've got-
chance you can
I've got
do
30 ancients and 2 sacreds chilling.
what?
And
Right.
it's just not enough.
How?
I'm so
Clarifications.
upset by this. It's just not enough.
Yeah, it's probably a
Jesus.
similar count to me, in a just spread differently. Honestly, I'm gonna have 2 sacreds
yeah.
tomorrow. I guess will you have a 3rd sacred tomorrow,
Everybody.
Edward?
What'd you say?
Are you saying you've got 2 and then you're grabbing another one tomorrow, or
No, I have 2.
for like the, for the
I'll have
monthly?
another-
At the reset.
I'm
The
a
monthly
little
one.
behind on my daily
Oh, okay.
quest. So I'll
But
have
you've got another one to come on
3
top,
days
yeah.
or
So,
whatever.
yeah.
It's still not enough.
Yeah.
I literally counted all my shards and the possible points. I'm like, I think I can get the 5 fragments from the fusion from the summon rush. Can't get the other 10.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I don't know what to do.
It's a sticky one because like even just pushing these events, right? You'll be able to, because they got that fragment system for these champions now, right? For that High Mother Mort or whatever it is. So like even from that, I'm just thinking, do I just push certain events knowing that I can't beat the fusion? And then at the end, if I can't do it, then potentially
Just
get
to
some
get
5-star
those-
chickens. Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
chickens, yeah.
But at the same time, you
Oh,
are
yeah,
progressing your
5-star
account
would be-
by, because you'll be beating Fire Knight, beating champion training, and you're overall progressing your account by just striving for the fusion anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Okay,
we're
you're
gonna
messing
get a
up the
few
stuff.
random fragments without even trying to, you know. So
yeah. Who's that just coming? Is that
Broken Out Dead. He's just messing up the
Oh.
stream.
Broken Not Dead, what are you doing, dude? You're messing up my image. Hold on.
Yeah. Can we kick?
Fine, I can sort it. I'm just I'm not good at doing 2 things at once. Hold on.
Yeah.
stream invasion?
Must have been on the phone or something and misclicked it.
I don't think he just wrote something in the chat. I just wrote something to him.
Well, how's everyone's days doing?
Good enough.
Thanks,
It's
man.
fine.
Yeah.
I think
Here we go.
leave with Discord,
That'll do.
bro.
That'll do.
Okay.
So,
Um,
do we get points just for the final, like the highest stage we got and the best time we got?
Oh, there we go.
by the
Nice,
time we
gone.
Score it. Is that the idea for each of these things?
Yeah. So in terms of the scoring for what's happened so far, basically there's some things which are stored on like a monthly. So things like the dungeon runs, every month we get a new reset. So that's the idea of kind of like pushing those on a monthly basis. And things like the best clan boss progression you've done, stuff like that. But things like campaign is a one-off score. So if someone's gone super hard on Nightmare campaign already and got their one-off points, then everyone else can catch that up in the next month or two. It's really, there's some things where it's like we're going to get points each month, and there's some things where it's just a one-off score, all written at the bottom of the free-to-play thing.
Got you.
makes sense.
So yeah, if you come down,
Yeah.
hey man, how you doing? Don't voice yet.
Am I here?
How's it
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
Doc?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm alive. Okay, I made it.
Just finished work.
Yeah, it's it's fun. Fun having whatchamacallit, a full-time job. Trying to grind both things at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you guys see my camera or not?
Not
Not
yet.
at the moment, no.
No.
All right, let me see if I can fix that for you. One sec. Sorry, boys. Didn't mean to jump in and
No.
ruin
I
the
can see you
excitement.
got polymorphed, but that's about it.
Oh, God. Don't get me started on that. You don't want to hear my thoughts on that quote unquote nerf.
Oh,
All right,
man.
can you see me now? Am I in? Am
Yes,
I live?
you're in. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Whew.
How's
Good times.
how's free to play life, man?
Baby, free to play life is great. I mean,
Enjoying it?
I'm on almost every single leaderboard, demonstrating elite cracking ability on the free to play scale, just pure dominance. And on top of that, I haven't even used RSL Helper once on this account, so it's been
Yeah.
all me, all my hands. Just legendary. It's been a blast. I have no life. All I do is free to play. My main account is dead, basically.
Bravo, bravo.
Well, has there been anything which almost like has opened your eyes? Like you can't believe this is a new player experience, or actually you thought it's good as a new player experience?
Oh, dude, why is Arena so hard? Why is Gold 1 Arena so freaking hard?
Right.
That's like crazy to me. And then also I just think the thing that differs when you're spending on the game and you're putting like a lot of actual money into it is you can't, like, when you make a mistake on free to play, you feel it. Like, I unlocked the gem mine that screwed me so hard. That was 500 gems that I could have used to get masteries. I don't even have a second champion fully mastery because of that mistake. So when you make a mistake, or if you're not allocating resources correctly, it really hurts your progression immensely. So that's the biggest difference, because you can't, like, there's no way to just spend some money and make it go away. It's like, well, you have to live with whatever you did.
Yeah. And you got those little pockets of just like, man, I just want to do one more campaign run. Like, give me 8 energy. You know? I just need 8 energy to do my next run.
Do you know what, guys? Like, I remember when Hades was on like the motorway when we was away, right? And then he was, no matter what happens to circumstances, free to play.
Every 15 minutes, man. Refresh that arena.
Energy, man.
See if there's that lucky point. Like, see if you got one lucky fight that you can get out. Got to do it.
It really does highlight like how much time you have to spend in the game if you want to maximize your progression. Like, I think I didn't really realize until doing this, because I've never truly been free to play ever. And like, you have to just, like, you have to live, breathe, eat, sleep, raid Shadow Legends as a free to play player.
It's crazy.
Like,
That's why
I'm up till 5 a.m. I'm like, I got it. And those, you know what's the worst thing? Oh my God, those damn potion keep missions. I hate those potion keep missions. I spent almost 2,000 energy between like spirit keep, force keep, and magic keep. And I was crying the whole time. Like, why do I have to get potions? These are pointless. So yeah, it's been eye-opening.
Yeah,
you
got Mad Capper in chats actually said there, nothing so painful as a loss in a dungeon run. If you're like trying to progress and you're like, man, I should not have done one more. Like, it was already tight, the last one.
You always do it, you know. You always feel like, this was easy. Let me go to the next one, and the next one is just like a completely different level. It just wrecks you instantly.
No, a 6-minute run and you get an XP brew. That's bad.
That's so brutal.
Oh man, how are you guys getting on in this kind of like mission grind? I'm coming up to the legendary books in the 3rd phase, so and again, bit similar to what a Drop was saying. I either am hard blocked by something to do with the arena, which then slows me right down, or it's waiting for a keep to open at the moment. That's kind of like everything else is just like fly through, right? Ah, crap, something to do with the arena. Okay, that's going to take me a week. And then it's like, right, what's next? Ah, crap, void keeps. Like, you know, that's basically my mission life right now.
Have you ever been like, there's been times where I'm just there looking at my screen for like 5 minutes thinking, yo, 200 gems and I can unlock that dungeon right now.
Oh, I've been thinking it, man. I've been thinking it. Yeah. That's the non-free to player coming out.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that. I did it. I don't regret it. I don't care.
Oh man.
So what? You know what? Look at the leaderboard. It was worth it. But I think I'm tied with you right now, Hades, because I think you're stuck on the void keep mission, and that's where
right.
I'm at.
Yeah.
So that was my whole goal, is like just try to catch up to you, because I'm kind of using you as like my template, because I'm like, all right, Hades actually knows what he's doing. All these people know what they're doing in this space. So if I just follow what they're doing and just outwork everyone, maybe I have a chance. But
yeah. But then it does come back to though, like, yeah. So I'm gonna say champion pools, they're not everything, because you can do all content with a mixture of what you pick up. But obviously some stuff just becomes way easier. Like some of the Doom Tower levels are super difficult if you don't have that right type of blend of champion. And it might be you've pulled one, but they're just not ready to go yet. You can't just level someone straight up.
Yeah, that Griffin was kicking my butt, man.
Yeah.
That was so hard.
Yeah,
It was really hard.
Yeah. I'm on like the next stage of Griffin right now. I mean, I'm not even getting to half health. I'm basically, it's like a half health, and then he's absolutely just slaying me. So
I'm not even trying that anymore. Like, nope, I just gave up. It's fine.
But the thing is, I see people doing it within the community, and I'm like, well, if they're doing it, it's doable. And therefore, and you were talking, YST, you were talking about like staying up, midnight, seeing if you got your energy refill and stuff. I'm literally there. Go again. Oh, that was close. I got it to like 40%. Maybe I'll get good RNG this time. Go again. And oh man, there was a wave where there was like Cupidus and Venus twice or 3 times in a row on just like a normal level. I'm just like, oh my god, this. Yeah, if I don't land the freeze, if I don't land the freeze on the right people, I'm stuck.
They had that wave before they buffed up Cupidus Venus, before they made that combo work. So they didn't realize how that would affect the.
I just ran into the Siffy Rotos combo floor, and I'm like, I'm just stuck. Like I think it's 66. I'm just like hard stuck. I just gave up at that point. I'm like, well, I'm not advancing any further.
Do you guys think like if there's anyone from the raid team watching this stream back, right? Please. Those Sewers of Arnok missions, those artifact missions, those challenges, right? Oh my god, I literally lost like my last few brain cells.
Oh, the Sewers, yeah, man.
No, literally, it's just like rank up a piece to like level 12 on 4 champions at rank 12, and they all have to be. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like attack percent everywhere and stuff. It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
I abandoned some of them. Like I'm chill. I see that rare book that, and I'm like, I don't need you. Stay there.
The problem is that it's like start with a rare book, but there's so much better after.
I know.
Like you're stuck as a that.
I'm just looking at that rare book.
You gotta suffer through it now, Scratch.
Yeah.
I don't need it now. Later.
It's fun though, man. I have to say, it's surprisingly. I think coming from like as a creator who does almost all arena. And just the level of frustration that I felt with Polymorph recently. Like, free to play is super grindy. Yes, it's a massive amount of time. And there's like so many parts that you can get stuck on. But I don't know, like I enjoy it. Like it's just been a fun challenge to see what everybody else is doing. And also to get to work with so many like really, really incredible content creators who have kind of written the book on how to do this, how to maximize this has been for me really exciting.
Yeah, well, what's fun as well, like that's absolutely like awesome. It's awesome seeing everyone else's kind of like track through this. But I've been keeping an eye in my Discord. There's a whole bunch of the community that just like drop their highlights. So I've been keeping an eye on what the other guys are doing. And honestly, some of the community just like blow me away with how much further they are than me. And I feel like I'm on it all the time. And I'm like, how is this dude like another 2 6-stars ahead of me this early type of thing? It's just it's madness. It's actually insane how quickly they're doing
how
stuff.
many of you guys have summoned a legendary champion like for food and stuff?
I haven't summoned none yet.
I summoned 2 in the extra legendary event. I pulled 1 sacred and got both, which was pretty nuts.
Wow. Nice. So wait, who had the worst one? Who had the worst champion that they felt bad for sacrificing?
That's actually pretty good though. You got 2 legendary. That's 2 5-star chickens for the price of one.
Yeah, it was 2 5-star. Luckily, they were bad Legos. So if I had summoned like a Duchess and a Rotos, I don't think I would have been able to feed them. I would have just been like, nah, I can't do it. But it was I think it was a Scartorsus and a like Nari the Lucky. So it was just absolute trash. And I was like, perfect. I have no qualms about
no
feeding
feelings.
I mean, feed them away.
Can I feed these any faster?
What if it was a half rack?
I would have fed a half rack.
I got the hef rack. I got the hef rack.
Yeah.
I was like,
did you feed it, Hayes, or not?
Okay, this is okay.
Yeah, man, I got hef rack. And he's been eating up. He was like that. Yum, yum, yum. 5-star chicken.
So wait, that Briggs, right? The Briggs that's in the chat is part of the creator challenges as well. And he said rip Duchess and Foley. I've seen him pull them on his video, but I'm not sure if he actually sacrificed it. Did he?
Oh yeah, he did.
Wait,
he did.
actually?
Oh no!
Wow. Yeah, now I remember.
Duchess and a Foley? Wait, for real?
Yeah, man.
I would do it too. Like no prisoners, bro. No prisoners.
That is rough.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine feeding a Duchess. Like, wait, holy smokes!
Briggs in the chat, let us know, who did you put those food into? Like, was that champion worth
Arviger, come on, States and Arviger.
No way.
Arviger. Please made me starting Arviger.
Cold Breeze proud.
So amazing.
There was one in
everything has to be sacrificed for the team, man.
Yeah, there was one in the community highlights. Some guy got 2 void legendaries back to back in like the first week for his first 6-star. Fed them both. It was who was it? Man, it was good ones as well. Though I think it might have been Ethos and
Hedgie? Was it not Hedgie?
Hedgie, yeah, and Hedgie. Imagine
Wow.
that. 2 back-to-back on his first 2 void shards.
Damn.
Imagine getting Taras Mariska, feeding them. It's a free-to-play.
Oh, that would be insane.
Oh,
But you
yeah.
know what though? Think about the views though, boys. Think about the views.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
YouTube short right there.
Yeah.
Like I just
I
fed
mean-
a Taras Mariska. Boom, 500,000 views. Done. Worth it.
Easy, man.
Everyone was mad at me for feeding the Heffrack. I'm like, look, I'm just trying to win. I don't care.
I
Don't hate the
think
play
he
and
has a
hate the game.
chance. I feel like Mullet's already won. His team is just.
Yeah, he's killing it. Yeah.
I looked at his team and I was like, oh my god, bro! Like he
It's
has
growth.
everything I've ever wanted. Like
And I
Yeah.
thought I was lucky. I thought I was the lucky shard puller.
Well, let's
Come on,
go through. Like,
let's
who's been your best epic pull in terms of account progression? Drop. Start with you.
oh, without a doubt, Vogoth. Vogoth has been like
Vogoth,
the
nice.
only really good.
Oh, you got
epic that I've
Vogoth too?
pulled. Yeah. I've had
So
really
good.
bad luck with epics. Unfortunately, I've had way better luck with rares, but yeah, I pulled Vogoth and he's been such a hard carry for me. I'm so glad I pulled him.
And, have you had a void champion worth leveling yet?
I have actually. I got it. So this is where my luck has been good. So Vogoth for epics is the only like good epic I've gotten, in my opinion. And then I pulled a Cold Heart. I pulled a Cold Heart
Oh,
and
damn.
I pulled a Painkeeper,
Nice.
and I was like, let's freaking go. So and then I just pulled a Achak the Wenderin with my Mordecai. So Spider Baby, get ready.
Yeah,
Daddy's coming and he's gonna kick some spider ass. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but you know what I mean. Just saying.
So I guess with this challenges, Jen, you weren't around when we were talking challenges, but I guess you're signing yourself up for a bit of spider action because
Without a doubt.
that's next week. Yeah.
Yeah, Cold Heart, Mordecai, Achak the Wenderin. Like all I need is the miscreated monster. I tried pulling for him, but sadly there was no dice there. But yeah, Vogoth's been my best epic.
Yeah, nice. What about you, Cobra?
I think mine was Jarag. I did pull Rector Draft as well very early, like
Nice.
the first 2 days. But I think Jarag is really carrying the Clown Boss team, and
Yeah.
he helped me through some of the Nightmare campaign stages also. So he's a pretty huge pull for the account at the moment.
Yeah, probably pretty solid for some of the dodgy bosses for Doom Tower as well.
Doom Tower, yeah. He helps a lot with the ally protect and the passive healing that he has. He applies
Yeah.
continuous heal when you get a big hit on you. Plus the decreased attack, big aura. I mean, perfect champ. And if I can get a blessing on him, now with the change on the blessings, maybe he can help out on Fire Knight. But yeah, that's
definitely,
just
actually.
wishful thinking with the market.
Oh, man. I mean, every single time there's a red dot, I'm in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
is it now?
Same.
Is it happening now? No. Is it now? No. It's like, Raphalos, where are you, baby? Come on.
man.
Just 1 star. That's all I want.
I managed to get it like a few days ago. I put Soul
Ah,
Rip. It's just so
man.
good on it.
So
Even on
big.
Canvas,
Yeah.
when it's on low, like just 75k hit from the Soul Rip. I'm like, yeah, baby.
Nice. Well, Scratch, what's been your best epic?
My best epic is definitely Sepulture Sentinel. You know, like
Oh, big, yeah.
yeah, she's definitely great. Planning to take her to 6-star next. I summoned Lady Annabelle, who's gonna be massive as well, especially for the Doom Tower. But other than that, man, I summoned like Torv the Meme. You know, I summoned Torture Helm, Atur. I summoned quite a few vanilla epic champions that are utterly trash. You know, like I cannot do nothing
Yeah.
with them. So yeah, it wasn't the best luck with epic. I got a lot of epics though. I got quite a few epics, but definitely only like 2-3 of them that are worth investing in. You know.
Yeah.
I got
What about
Kevin,
you,
yes.
Deadwood? Have you got anything big?
I mean, Vogoth has been absolutely massive for me. You know, like it's such a difference when you finally have a healer of some sort, some kind of carry, and like he's been massive for me.
It's probably what
obviously, I
I'm
got-
missing, actually, like massively. I don't really have that support champion that keeps my team alive. So I can't afford to be hit in any content. I just can't. If I get hit, I'm just dead.
It's such a difference maker, really, and like it kind of caps you at certain things, right? Like there's some point where you're just like, well, I'm just gonna get hit. I can't beat them down fast enough. So like, what do I do? And so he's been really good as far as sustaining me, but I still don't have like a pure healer. So that's been kind of like I've been using like Runic Warder a lot, like which is
Right.
just like I don't know what's wrong with me. But I have Maneater and he's been good, but like you know a little limited, so I haven't really pushed to take him to 6-star, and like that's kind of it. But I'm sitting on a bunch of shards, so I'm kind of waiting for that to get like another big game changing champion before I rank anybody up again.
So someone like Maneater, because Maneater's just solid, not just for Clan Boss, but anywhere. Like,
yes.
Are you struggling for books, or just not been able to 6-star him yet, or?
No, actually. Well, so first off, my book placement, it's like I'm a professional or something, because like I put two in his A3. First 2 books.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like all said and done. I was like, okay, game set match, right? No, but the hard part is like, he has an AoE decrease attack. He's got that turn rate reduction. He's got the unkillable, obviously. But at low levels, he kills himself pretty quickly by placing that unkillable, which like you don't think about, but the damage he takes is actually really significant when he's really low level. And I do want to rank him up, but like right now, I've had to make some conscious choices. Am I pushing for, Clan Boss or Hydra or something like that? I'm just not ready for that, right? Like it doesn't even matter, if they're all 6-star, it's still going to be a struggle right now. I don't have a unkillable team. I don't have anybody over 200 speed, right? My biggest weakness is gear and dungeon progression, right? I'm like trying to do this Fire Knight tournament. I'm stuck on stage 14, right? So I'm like, all right, how do I like move this stuff forward? And I think the biggest thing is, focus on the champions that are going to get me advancement in the dungeons part of it, right? Because I figure like in a month, I'll have what, 6 stars, 7 maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like that part of the progression slows down.
No.
So if that's still going to be happening, then what I want to do is prioritize who I'm getting up right now to advance in the areas that are going to be most important. Right now, it's gear. Like I'm tired of the 4-star gear. I need to move into the 5-star. Like rank that part up. And Maneater doesn't really fall into that equation as much as I would like him to. The cooldowns are too long for the unkillable and the block debuffs.
Sure. Yeah, that's true actually.
Bosses, so
it's almost like until you get a second one or another. Need another piece. Before Maneater really like becomes awesome. Yeah.
Exactly. So like honestly, I started using Runic Warder because he has some healing in his kit, and I'm like, this is way more helpful for me right now. Like who knew? But
Yeah. And Odd One, what about you? So I know you're definitely killing it on the leaderboards. Have you been killing it with the champs?
I mean, I'm not sure I actually got that lucky this season, this year.
Is that just because you're comparing it to last year, or?
Comparing to last year, yeah. Exactly.
Last year,
I was like next level, like nobody could catch with my luck. But I did get quite a couple of decent ones, really good ones. So I did get Venom Age, which is obviously amazing everywhere. Like for dungeons, for Clan Boss. But the newest edition, which doesn't have masteries yet and doesn't appear anywhere, is actually did get Skull Crusher.
So not that good then. Not
That's
that
insane,
good.
Pools.
Yeah.
Skull Crusher Venom Age.
Dude, Skull Crusher Venom Age, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't have the Geo, the Deacon after getting Miscreated Monster, the Sandler Survivor, the what else did Mullet get? Like I'm just
Mullet's just like handpicking whatever he
wants
wants
next
right
level. Like he took my flame this year,
I feel like Skull Crusher is just too hard to build early on, and you're not getting much value. I mean, counterattack is amazing, but I feel like he just instantly gets hammered.
I don't know, because counterattack is just so many more hits, and
the thing is with the Deacon in the team,
so big.
Makes it easier for me to build without needing lifesteal on everybody. Because having that counterattack for Deacon's A1 leech, plus A1s for Venom Age, keep exploding poisons. It should make for an easier Clan Boss team. Like it's definitely the dream. Like if you, or even like for example, maybe if I get a Frozen Banshee, obviously drop Kale, get Frozen Banshee in there with a counterattack. She puts poisons, Venom Age keeps exploding them. It's got some real nice potential. I'm just missing like increased defense or something. Buff the block debuffs. Somebody that can do that, like a Grizzle Jarl, or even a Mark. You know what? Mark could be amazing for something like that.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
might be something for Clan Boss, but okay.
And what about you, YST?
I'd say like my biggest carry is obviously going to be the Miscreated Monster. He has been absolutely massive. I think outside of that, in terms of pool champion, since the start of one, I got a Stag Knight, and he has been absolutely massive. Like it's just crazy how much value he has so early game, right? Like just brings in all the fundamentals, and also a Royal Guard, Gorgorabs, Even Ultimate Gallic, I've been enjoying him as well because he's like, in terms of AoE burners from the epic category and below, it's very limited. There's like Skrank, the Mordecai, and Ultimate Gallic. There might be a couple extra ones, but yeah, they've been like probably the top ones that's been carried so far. Yeah.
You want to hear something sick?
Yeah,
I pulled an Ultimate Gallic and I chose Mordecai as my starter champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
I tell you what, he's got some
Gallic,
decent turn meter stuff though. Actually,
no, the part about his kit that's really good is, for clan boss, he can actually remove the stun and fully heal himself as a stun target. So you can actually just kind of stay unkillable if you keep him alive, like for the slams.
Oh, yeah,
good point.
Yeah.
I think for me, the absolute like shining light for me is Dythy. Just, oh man, this guy is so much fun on a free-to-play account. He's really good.
Also,
he's so good. He just cycles turns so quick. Like, I'm shocked by how good he is. Honestly, he's really, really good on an early level account because of all his extra turn mechanics. I just feel like he's always got his drop defense back. It's just back again.
You booked him up also, yeah.
Yeah, man. I've gone all in on this guy. He's been really, really good. I'm like working on his masteries because once I get War Master as well, he gets so many hits in Clan Boss that I think it's going to spike my damage a ton from where I am right now. But yeah, he's been a big pull actually.
You were saying how you don't have any healing or anything, right? So you got to like one shot the enemy or get out, right?
Well,
so
I need Dythy to cycle.
Yeah,
basically for me,
down.
Yeah, I have to get drop defense. So what I tend to do is like I'm A3, hope that I get the extra turn if I get defense on everywhere, drop defense everywhere. Then I use the A3 to cycle another turn, and then I'm hoping that I get another turn from the A1, so that when I get to the next wave, he's good to go again. You know, it's just like, yeah. But he's now he's been really good. Juliana's been solid, like clan boss champion. But other than that,
I really love seeing that Juliana 60 there. Like,
yeah, it felt bad to do. Honestly, felt bad.
I was
but
gonna
she
say,
is
how really
nowadays.
I mean,
Say
she
again?
got buffed.
Yeah, I
Right?
know.
Yeah.
well, she's not that bad. now.
Her skill doesn't make it seem like she's as good as she is though, because I pulled her as well, Hades, and
yeah.
it doesn't like her poison skill doesn't specify that she's putting like a poison on each.
Exactly right.
It,
Yeah,
it sounds like
it's
it
not
puts,
worded
like she
right.
puts one poison. Like so when I pulled her, luckily I'd seen your video and I was like, okay, she's actually worth 6-starring. But initially I was like, oh my god, like no,
Yeah.
not this champion.
And I guess the cool thing as well is that she does enable Rathalos as well. So if I eventually get Mordecai out of my clan boss team, which I will do probably quite soon, then I've still got a burn in there while she's doing the poison stuff. But yeah, you're right. The text is just wrong. It just makes it sound like she's putting out one poison. You're like, well, kind of like whatever, really. But no, she does more damage than my Kale by a decent amount, and that's without masteries yet.
Like, you don't even have to book her because she's not getting cooldowns on any of her books, which is nice. Like her cooldowns are what they are, so at least that helps.
Yeah, totally unbooked, still doing decent work. So again, it's all circumstantial, isn't it? Like, I would never say, yeah, go ahead, 6-star Juliana, but when you're on a new account and she's the best you've got, well then she's gonna be a 6-star. Like, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, she has to go.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I feel like I've got this Duragin. That feels like a bit of a bait, whether or not you would 6-star him.
Don't.
Yeah, like,
I tried to build him on previous free-to-plays. He's just useless. Like,
yeah. At first, I was like, oh, okay, decrease attack. I need it, but it's just not enough
Somebody in my
going on.
group has been using Eurogin a lot. I think it's Samael. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think he's been.
I
using
do
him.
have
I don't think
Eurogin.
6-star, but I think he's been using him in all of his big teams. So that might be.
I never
If you're
liked
curious, if you should build him
Interesting.
or not, or how to
Like
use them,
single
you might find out.
target
No.
stuff.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know where I would use him, honestly.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you still? So you picked Mordecai as well as I did. Would you still pick Mordecai now? Because I'll tell you right now, if I could go back and pick my starter champion again, I would have picked Deacon without a doubt.
Oh, Deacon, interesting. I say
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick him, but I would pick Miscreate Monster.
That would be the other one I would think about. Yeah.
Yeah, but there is this thing of once we get a little bit further, we're only 4 weeks in. Mordecai was always for me a bit of a longer play.
Yeah.
We will need that. To progress with Spider and stuff, the AoE burn is going to be huge, and there was just not many options that can do it. So, I've already got not as good, but an equivalent of a Deacon, and there was a lot of those kind of like decent AoE drop defense champions around. But for me, Miscreated Monsters actually is the type of champion that I'm missing. So he does crowd control, protects your team, got inbuilt healing. Like, he's actually a man beast. Like, in terms of when I see people that are progressing further than me in places like Doom Tower, I think that's one of the reasons, is that they've got someone who's just like a tanky build, you know, healing himself. And yeah, I think that's one of the reasons.
I think I'm top in the leaderboards in a couple different places, and it's all because of Miscreated Monster. Like, I haven't looked at the, you know, what's been updated today. But like, as far as like Ice Golem, I know I hit 18. It's because Miscreated Monster ends up surviving and beating down the boss. Shogun Grove, I was the first person to get up to like stage 5. Is all Miscreated Monster from stage 3 on. Like, literally everybody dies and he just goes down. Takes 10 minutes, but it works. The potion keeps, right? Like stage 19 on Arcane, literally Miscreated Monster from 15 on, right? Like, it's ridiculous what he could do. Same thing, Sand Devil. He's really, really good. Mordecai would 100% be my choice right now if I had the choice again.
I would.
You'd switch
cannot
off of Miscreated?
activate. The most important character on our accounts right now, well, on my account right now, is Rathalos. He's the strongest, the best. Cannot activate him without the HP burn. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, he does do a lot of work, actually. Like, if I think about me progressing through waves, does blow waves up with the increased attack and the burn together. That's the thing.
Increased attack, burn.
It's exactly what
It's
you
very
want.
good. It's very good, yeah.
Yeah, I've put mine in
100% if I had to
Relentless
do it
gear
again.
just so I can get it back. Like, mine is in Relentless gear because I'm just playing the RNG game with him. But
I've got mine in 7-piece Rathalos set, which is actually kind
have
of
you?
nasty.
Nice.
He's doing insane damage, just blowing waves apart.
Yeah.
7 piece.
That's
I had
crazy.
4 and I was feeling lucky.
Yeah, 7-piece Rathalos. It's actually nuts, his build. I was like, dude, I've gotten so lucky
That
on
is
gear.
crazy. Who's summoning all
Yeah.
their sacreds tomorrow then?
Me.
Yeah, I'm on Sacred Duty tomorrow. Yeah.
What's the progressive chance tomorrow? Can anyone remember? For
It's
epics?
the same the entire weekend.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it? Wait, what are the epics right now?
So right now it's
I don't
Club
think
Beast
there's
Feeder.
anything
That's
good.
a,
Not that great,
Pestilence.
really.
I might just leave it
Pestilence.
empty, man. Yeah.
God, take
Pestilence
it.
is alright.
I've
Yeah,
got
but-
Pestilence. I'm not really a fan. I just think, what
Yeah,
What do I
yeah. I
need
mean,
it for?
it depends. Like
don't
if you
need
had
it.
an HP burn already or not. But I mean, he's got healing and stuff.
There's a bit of healing, yeah. And
The real
there is
question
leech.
is-
It's not terrible, but
The real
got a
question
question
is
for you
who
guys.
pulled yesterday for Demeter? That's the real question. Who pulled
Oh, I
yesterday
did.
for Demeter?
oh, for Demitha, yeah.
I forgot.
I actually didn't even
I
realise
didn't
that
even
was
see
a
that.
thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the void
like I have
ones?
4
I
voids
didn't
there
either.
waiting. I'm like, oh man, I should have pulled it. Try my luck.
What's your
pulled
thoughts on this
Deacon.
one? What's your thoughts on Aila here?
No, she's
She's
extra turn on the
okay.
passive,
Hmm.
useless for
She's
clan
got
boss.
she's got a
useful.
block debuff still, right? For the A3.
Yeah, but
I-
extra turn chance on the passive, which
Yeah.
means she's useless for Demon Lord.
I
At
feel
least
like
for Demon
Ethelyn has some utility though, because he's got black active skills or a true fear if you're trying to get through some waves as a damage dealer.
He is very strong, actually. I like Evelyn the Golden.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
pull for the other guy.
So I guess the only thing that puts me off on this, so is it True Fear as well?
He has
No.
either or, so he either blocks active skills or puts true fear if
Yeah.
they don't get blocked active.
So the only thing that puts me off is it means I'm still definitely going to be hit. Like a stun or, you know, a freeze or whatever, at least you're not being hit. And I just feel like as soon as even if I'm being hit by A1s, my guys are like, I'm gone. I'm like, that's me down. You're like, fuck, man. Man up, team. Honestly, it's yeah. So I don't know if that would help
on the
me.
individual team.
Yeah. But yeah,
So
I don't know about this.
I got questions for you guys. So you guys say you're pulling your sacreds right away. Are you guys preparing? Like, are you gonna? Does it make sense to save stuff for the champion chase, or do you just go for whatever event happens to be active, or do you just not care and you're like, it's a sacred, it's a 5-star chicken or an epic champion?
I've pulled for like the champions that I thought would help my account. So Miscreated, Deacon. I pulled every shard for both of them because I knew that either one of them would immensely help my account personally. So that was my thing. Like, yeah, I could wait, but I probably won't be able to do the fusion anyway, given how hard they've gotten. which it sounds like no one can do this fusion. At least I hope not, because there's probably no way I can do it. So
I don't think it's doable, man. It's just the shards, and if you're not hitting
the shards are very difficult.
Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, and to get super lucky with the drops, it's gonna be.
If I can win the champion training tournament, then I feel like I have a shot. But like that would be.
Do you know what? Weirdly, right?
Impossible.
Have you guys noticed that with these lesser accounts, that the point thresholds for like top of leaderboards are so low, right? I was thinking earlier, like imagine if you're in like a champion chase tournament and no one's pushed it, and you summon like 2 shards and you're like on the top 2 or something, and you get the fragments. It's possible, right?
It is possible.
I've been top of so many things with like 5, even the Soulstone chase, right? I got the top of that leaderboard with 18 points. That was like 2 Soulstones.
Yeah, it depends on activity usually. The less active you are, the easier groups you get.
Mine had like 3,500.
Mine had like a 2,000 or 3,000 dude on the top of that. I was like, well, I had
got
30
super
points.
lucky, man. No one was pushing that.
This is the problem. Is who's going to be part of it, right? Like when it comes to stuff that you can spend money on, that's where I'm always like, well, I'm going to get outspent on this. Like I feel like the champion training tournament, you have a better shot than you do with the champion chase. You know,
Yeah.
Like, let me get some more shards. This is the fun part.
But don't you feel like it's a bit? I mean, it's obviously the way they make money, but it's a bit cheeky the way they do it. So compared to my main, the Fire Night tournament here, super easier to do, right? 1,650 points versus my main, which is like 2,200 points. Classic Arena, I got to get a couple hundred points. I think the main's probably like 330 or something like that. But then when it comes to Summon Rush, exactly the same requirements as my main.
Oh,
everything on events.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
After
it'd
you
be all
hit
the way
50, everything's.
No, I'm 50 already. I'm already 50.
It's just not doable for new players anymore unless you're spending. Like I don't know. I mean, it just seems close to impossible, even if you were super dedicated about saving your resources. And then again, I'm sure someone in the community is like, watch this Drock. You know what I mean? And then they've got the fusion.
Yeah.
I mean, you mean that if you're just a brand new player, not
like
free to play 6 months in.
We're a month in. We're a month in. We have almost no chance of doing any of this. I'm just really curious if anyone can pull it off.
You know what the problem is? It's not just the fact that we cannot do this one. Is we're not doing this one. We're pulling shards. The next one comes around. We cannot do the next one again because we didn't save. And if you're not watching YouTube, you don't know that you have to save every single shard if you want to have a chance at doing that. That's the problem that I guess Raid doesn't realize with raising the point so much higher every single time. It doesn't affect, it does affect obviously everybody, but it just kicks in the balls the newer players, and you're basically just turning them around. It's like they start playing this, you're like, oh, what's this? This is impossible. I'm out. There's so many other examples. Like you play another one like Watcher, you can do there, you can grab 2 copies and easily without spending. Obviously, if you get lucky, but easily grab one. They're just exaggerating with the points now, honestly.
I'm really curious though, I always wonder what's the motivation behind this, right? Because Raid, they've been doing this for so much longer than any of those other games, right? So I understand it's going to be a little bit different, but is the point of these fusions just to milk us for money? Is that the only point? Is there any idea of trying to?
Yes,
it is basically to use the resources.
Because
every decision that they make is about taking money out of your pocket. That is just if we're going to be completely honest, every single decision is based around that. Whether it's keeping Polymorph the same for a year, to not nerfing Taurus and Marichka, to what, it doesn't matter what the decision is. If you have a question, the answer is give me money, daddy. And Plarium wants that money.
It sounds harsh, but that's the reality. Like if you're looking at any other game, and even at them initially when they started doing this, the first fusion was a disaster, but then they kind of changed it. The main idea was to get people engaged, to do that sort of front end, get champions to help them progress and have fun. But it changed so much to such an extreme where now they're so frequent, and the main goal for every single action they have is to milk money. And I've seen it. I've met some people that work behind when we all went there, a few of us, I can't remember. And when I've met one person from there, I was like, this is why the game is like this. I've seen everything, literally.
The good news is, though, I heard there's this new game being developed by these guys at Fateless. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it sounds pretty sick to me. Just saying.
I've heard it's going to be really good. Yeah.
I'm stoked. Listen, if you have any chance to audition for characters for voiceover, let me know, Hades. I'll bring my acting talents. Boom.
Yeah, 100%, man. Should I show you guys?
Well.
Oh, do I get in trouble here? But maybe I'll show you a little sneak peek of something.
Yes,
Oh.
leaks.
I'm stoked, man. Yeah, leak it. This is what the chat wants.
Yeah, you carry on. I'll find something quickly. Don't I hope
hide it
not,
from the others. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Fix is not in chat right now.
I thought you guys were doing a contest for a voiceover, I think, for one of the characters. I think for like a wizard character, if I remember correctly. On your Discord.
we do in Discord. For the Fateless Discord, we do like different, just fun comps all the now and then, basically. But
super cool.
But yeah, we're starting to see a lot of the art stuff come through, which is so actually very.
I imagine it's got to be really rewarding to put all this effort into it and like to get closer and closer to having a finished game, piece by piece, brick by brick.
Yeah. It's very good actually. I don't know if you guys saw the update for our first common.
Everyone's just waiting, anticipating it.
Yeah,
yeah. I got like a full render somewhere, but I can't. Oh, maybe it's here.
Okay.
Wow.
She's in the T pose too. She's ready.
Yeah. She's obviously they look cooler once you actually pose them and animate them and stuff, but the quality's not that great here. Yeah, for some reason.
Still, this is so cool.
But it's starting to take shape. So we're seeing all of the concepts for a ton of the legendaries at the moment, which is the art team is actually really good. Which is what we need. We've been kind of going back saying that we absolutely have to be on point for art. It's just so important. So
it is, because especially now you have watchers, you have Dragonhead, the competition
is stepping up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I think that's a big part of why Raid was so successful. Is you look at the graphics and for its time, it really was just a completely different level. Yeah, and the mechanics.
Mechanics are really good too. Yeah.
That's the thing. There is a great game in here. That's why we all play this, right? Or how we fell in love with it. I mean, I went from playing Call of Duty to playing a mobile game. When does that happen?
Literally me. I used to play shooting games all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that. We should squad up. No, you guys play a little Call of Duty?
Yeah,
I haven't played,
man. Let's do it.
I haven't played probably shooter game in like a year and a half. Since I'm doing this as full time, I have no time to play games. Funny enough.
Oh man,
I don't think I would have the reflexes anymore for that. It's I don't see stuff anymore.
We're gonna find out. I'm gonna invite you guys. We'll do like a little multiplayer match and we'll see what everyone's got.
Yeah,
I am down for that, man. I love Call of Duty.
I used to be good at shooters, and unfortunately now my reactions have just absolutely gone.
We're getting old, Hades. We're getting.
I am. I've still got a bunch of friends that play Counter-Strike 2, and they're like, "Come for a game." Yeah. I used to be good at Counter-Strike. Man, I'm awful. I just get shot by everyone. All the kids are shooting me in the face. I'm like, dude, I saw you so much before you saw me. How do I lose that duel? Yeah, it's brutal. Absolutely
now I'm
brutal.
excited. We should do a Hades community where everyone brings their people. We Scratch, Hades, YST. Everyone brings in it. We do a giant customs game in Call of Duty, and we see what everyone's got.
Oh man, that would be a bloodbath, man.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Well, I mean, I think in terms of what we're going to cover today, we've pretty much covered it. So I'll leave it with, and actually, Jock, you weren't here for when we talked about this, but we need to know from you guys who your contender is for week 1, or I guess week 5 actually, which is going to be Dragon. So by tomorrow, we need to know who from your team is in the mix and going to be trying to earn extra points for your team. And then at the end of next week, we'll be asking for the same thing for Spider, Fire Knight, Ice Golem, and then the last 2 will go into your Clan Boss team.
So how is this going to be done? Is it going to be done live on stream, or is it just going to be a screenshot situation? How's this going to be?
So I think what we're going to do is probably take from the leaderboards the best run that has happened whilst it's been run on the optimizer. So whoever that person is, because we've got it all captured anyway, so that way people can kind of work through the week, and if they get a good run, it's captured. But yeah, basically we're going to take their position on the leaderboard versus everyone else they're up against.
Does the optimizer also capture, like, if I run something and I manage to finish, let's say, stage 18 at 3 minutes,
Yeah.
Does that capture it? Does it capture it? Like a past
It always
run?
updates. It always
So-
updates the
Yeah, yeah.
fastest run on the highest level, though. Only on the highest level.
I've noticed with the
Yeah.
leaderboard that some of them have gotten a little out of date though, because I can see like on my clan boss, I scored over a 9 million. It was on the leaderboard, and then for some reason it took that score away and now assigned a lower score to me. And I also noticed with just pointing this out too, with like the campaign stages,
Yeah.
it changed all of the names. Like there were totally different people that were leading earlier in this competition that had already completed like normal, hard.
That's
brutal.
that's an issue that we need to fix. Definitely the
Okay.
campaign thing is just, rather than saying who did it first, put them on the top, it's just saying who's done it. So that's something we need to change. But it shouldn't be overriding anything else as far as I'm aware.
I think everything else is good. The only other thing that I saw, and I told Saf this, was for rotation to a Doom Tower, I think there was an issue where it deleted my progress, but then once I got to past the Griffin, then it reinstated me. So
Yeah, I had the same thing. Exactly.
Oh, actually, it's done exactly what you've just said there here.
yeah,
It's taken my run I literally just did on stream rather than, so I'm at 89.
yeah.
Okay, we'll have to look at that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
that's
at
happened- that's
89 as
happened on
well.
That's happened on a couple of the things. So I
Boom,
think it's
number 3 now.
not just that. Nicely done, Jen.
Enjoy
Cheating
it.
going, I see.
It's gone up. It's gone up by default. What the hell?
Yeah.
Incredible
Okay.
skill here. But
Okay,
I
that's
think it's done that for a couple of events, just to take a look at.
Yeah, cool. All right, we'll pass that back. Okay, cool. Well, I guess good time to wrap things up. Unless anyone's got anything else they want to add. Any sort of final words from you fine fellas?
I don't know.
No.
I think this is.
Nope.
I think it's cool to be involved in this. I'm grateful to have a chance to, to get to compete with some pretty incredible creators, and also again, I think we all know like the best part of Raid is the community, and
Definitely, yeah.
to be able to do
down.
this with them too is super cool. So again, just thank you, Hades, for the opportunity, and thank you everybody for coming and showing me how to free play actually works.
You're
also,
crushing, honestly. For
Yeah, you're doing an
somebody
awesome
that's
job,
like
man.
actually a Kraken, you're doing really good.
Thanks.
For
I'm
sure.
trying.
True.
Well,
It
look,
means
thanks.
you're enjoying it. That's fun. It means that you enjoy it. That's the fun of it. You know?
And you haven't accidentally bought a pack yet, so that's
Yeah, otherwise,
almost did.
because one person did, and the optimizer knows, and it kicks them out. Someone had
know
0 points, and we were like, "Oh, dude, what have you done?"
I-
And he was like, "I don't know why it's not recording me." And then we looked into it, and it's like, "Hold on a minute, it's flagged as bought a pack." And and I was like,
That's so
"Dude, have
funny.
you bought a pack on this account?" He goes, "I wonder if that might be something to do with it." I was like, "Dude, like," he goes, "I did it by mistake." I'm like, "Man, yeah, like." There's a flag. Basically, there's a flag on your account. I guess for raids purposes, are you a spender or not? We don't know how much or anything, but we just know if someone's spent. So
It's so
Right.
annoying
Yeah.
that you're getting those pop-ups non-stop. Like I'm always I have the fear of not clicking from mistake on it and instantly buying that shit somehow.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, my God, you know.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't do the
Pop-ups.
one-click buy. That's why I don't do the
Yeah,
one-click
I mean
buy.
that's why I became a Kraken in the first place. I just wanted the pop-ups to go away, guys. You know what I mean? If I just
Yeah.
paid them and they didn't
if you
come
buy
back,
them every
it's-
time, they just go straight away.
they
Yeah,
just disappear.
yeah, nice.
My-
Well,
my
anyway,
new plan is
thanks so
100%
much everyone
bullet
for
reader.
joining, and I guess chat. Thank you for being involved. Anyone who's kind of like doing the community stuff, really appreciate you being involved, and also anyone who's just kind of like chatting in the Discord. My Discord has not been this active with like within the last year. There's just so many people that are involved, checking out the highlights, all that type of stuff. So, Saf, did you clock all of these mistakes? Come on, man. What you even doing for a job? But
No
Anyway,
raid
guys.
for you. No
And
raid
we
for
get
you
bored
this year.
Busiest
month
man in
before.
Raid is Kandira.
No raid. No raid.
anyway, cheers, guys.